Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. Today we're going to be talking about exponents, but I'm going to be doing things a little bit different today. I'm going to be reviewing this paint product, this application. It's a Mac application and it's called Inkest. Now if you're an educator looking for a powerful product to create videos for your students or to create slides or pictures for your students, Inkest is one to look into. At the App Store there's a light version that's free, or a full version that's about $10. Now as an educator you probably know you can burn through money real quick trying to get the right products for your students so that you can utilize them with your students. And I've spent on many occasions on a range from $50 up to $400 just on paint applications alone. So I already know that buying this product in the long run, if I find out it's not for me or there's a better product out there, $10, I haven't lost too much money. But again, for you Mac users, if you're really looking for a powerful product, check Inkest out. I should probably also mention that I use a Wacom tablet. It's the Intuos 5. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sidebar over here. We have a paint palette which you can choose and create your own colors if you'd like. There are brushes. There are many different brushes that are already created for you, and then you can go and design any brush that you think would work for you for the models that you're trying to create or display. And then I'm not going to get into all of the bells and whistles on this product. I want to get into working with the math. So let's look at exponents. And what we're going to be dealing with is writing an exponential form. So let's pretend that you're a student or you are in school and it's lunchtime, you're heading to the cafeteria, you've just learned something or heard something real interesting and you want everybody in the lunchroom to hear it. So I'm just going to write you've heard this information and you want everybody in the lunchroom to know this information, but rather than yelling it across the entire cafeteria, you decide that you're going to tell two friends, and you're going to tell a boy and a girl. And that's just keeping it simple. It could just be two people, but I just want to say boy and girl to keep it simple. And once you've told these two people, you're done. You're not going to tell anybody else. But you know that these two people are going to go tell two more people. So these two people, the boy and the girl, are each going to tell two more people. And they're going to tell a boy and a girl, a boy and a girl. And then once they've told these two people each, they're done. So let's take a look at what's happened so far. So the first thing I want to do here, I'm going to just choose a new color and I'm going to write round. So round. And in this first round, so the first round, so in this first round you told two people. So two people heard this information in the first round. And I'll go ahead and write that down as well. So in the first round, the number of people, two people heard it. And in the second round, so in the second round here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 people who heard the information. So 4 people know this information now. And let's go on to the next round. So in this next round, all of these people will hear the information. I'm just going to put a new layer on for now. So in this next round, these people will tell 2 more people. So we have a boy and a girl, and so on. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 people, and let's fix that last circle there, and 8 people in this third round. So in the third round, there are 8 people. Now let's just stop and think for a second. I could continue on with this model if I want to, but I see a pattern here and let's talk about that pattern. In the first round there are 2 people who learn the information, the second there are 4, and in the third there are 8. So it looks like the number of people in each new round doubles in size. So what if I wanted to know how many people would know or learn the information in the 6th round? And also on top of that, I want to have it written in exponential form. So those are the 2 things that I'm wanting to see here. Let's just continue building on with the rounds for a second. So we have the 4th round, 4th, the 5th, and finally the 6th round. So let's figure out how many people are in the 6th round without building that visualization anymore. So all I have to do is double the size every time. 2 times 2 will get me to 4. Times 2 will get me to 8. times 2 will get me to 16. Let's change pen colors. So we have 16 times 2 is 32 times 2 is 64. So it looks like there are 64 people who will hear the information in the 6th round. But how can I express that in exponential form? So what I've done here is I've written on 2 different layers, and I want to take all the information and slide it over because I'm running out of room. So one thing I can do here is merge down. I can merge this top layer on top of the one below it, and it will create one layer total. I'm going to just select an arrow here and slide all the information over just a bit, just so we have more room to write with. Okay, so if I'm wanting to express this information in exponential form, I'm just going to, I need to get that pin back, and I'm going to choose a new layer. But let's move forward from here, and what I want to do is just have a little bit of a column to work with. And over here I'm going to write EF for exponential form. We're going to take all this information and write it in exponential form. Well, in this first round, 2 people have heard the information, and if I want to write that in exponential form, 2 is going to be my base. So I'll write 2 to the first power. So 2 to the first power will give me 2. And then for the second round, I would have 2 as my base to the second power. In the third round, it'd be 2 to the third power, or 2 times 2 times 2, 2 to the third power. Well, let's just stop and think about that real quick. That's like 2 times 2 times 2, so 2 from the first round times 2 from the second round times 2 for that third round will get me to 8. Moving forward from there, I have 2 to the fourth power, 2 to the fourth. For the fifth round, that's 2 to the fifth. And finally, I have 2 to the sixth power. 2 to the sixth power should get me 64. So let's just write that one out. That's the same as taking 2 and multiplying it by itself 6 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should equal 64. And the way to express this in exponential form is 2 to the sixth power. But let's just double check. We could do it mathematically, or just use a calculator real quick. So we have 2 to the sixth power should get 64. Cool stuff, guys. So before we end this, just know for a student, if you're taking a visual or information and you're expressing it in an exponential form, that's what we were working with today. If you're an educator and you're looking for a powerful product to use, Inkist is one to look at if you're using Mac products. Have a good day, guys.